Iceland weather is good too, because it gives you an idea of what it's like.
So where are we? We're down here in Vic.
Okay, this is all.
And then we're over here.
Start off in that one area?
Well, the fissure's back behind.
Right.
So the fissure runs behind these mountains is where the fissure is. And it's flowed through that gap, maybe around that gap as well. It's come around. But these are older mountains. These are from older volcanic eruptions. And the lava's come around them.
It is. It's lucky.
Yeah, and there's a couple places where the trail was still not the trail. They're very, very close.
Down it looks like somebody made tiles, but this is natural. So I did only artistic photo of that with the sun and so on, but you can find the, you know.
So we're in the Katla Geopark. It's Katla Geopark.
So it's like the third day and we're all kind of getting our groove. The jet lag is sort of receding from North America and the temperature and the sun is out and the day has just been off to a great start and we've got a whole bunch more days coming. Glaciers are behind.
So this lava has come, maybe it's gone through this gap or it's come around from there.
All right.
Do you think this is what we see over there? There are also basalt columns?
Yes.
And those little lines here, are they subsidiary faults or just
Which lines? Just
the black lines horizontal? The two
I
of
just
them.
think it's where
Just a
there's-
flow, two flows,
there's- where there's
local flows.
there isn't grass and then there is just bare rocky ash.
In the car.
Okay, so this is the Laki flow.
This is from Laki, and the Laki is on top of Elga, and that diagram, the diagram in the book. If we
Explains it. Gotcha.
if we quickly just look at this, I've got the handout here. We just look at the map.
So this is a huge aerial.
Well, it's vast. It's, you know, that's the whole point. It's we've been driving over it for a long time. Here's the geological map. Right now, we're basically standing. Oh, damn it! It just disappeared.
Mm-hmm. There we go, page 36.
Yeah, we're standing. We're sort of on the purple here. So.
And we're looking at the oranges behind those. Oh, I see. So what happens? So the orange says the highlands.
Yeah,
so
the orange is the highlands.
So the flow must have been around.
It's got through a gap.
Yeah, got through a gap.
It's maybe gone through the gap there.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
But how-
Yeah.
And the black?
The black is more rootless cones. See, I think we're sort of here. We're here, so it's come through that gap.
Yes.
You spill that.
But you can add it to your list of interesting things. Very funny.
Well, I'm just trying to see, because I'd like to see it. This is always the trouble. But
Yes, agreed.
And I want it all. I want the big picture and I want the
you can see the cliff. And I was talking about it in the handout, saying just reading out the handout about the height of it, and I've lifted these diagrams from a geological book that's giving you a little bit of detail as to the stratigraphy of the cliff. But essentially we're looking at a mixture of tuff layers, palagonite tuff layers, lava layers, and this is a familiar story we've been looking at already through the trip, how this is the remnants of a volcano that erupted in the last ice age, and it's now being carved by the glaciers and then carved by the sea cliffs. The highest sea cliff in Iceland, but the top of it is hidden in the cloud. But in addition to looking at that and looking at those sea cliffs stretching all the way around where we've come from, that former coastline, it was all cliffs, we're also at our nearest point to the Grimsbotn volcano, which is the hotspot is in there. And if you, if I turn, I'm just going to turn to the diagram of Iceland's volcanic systems, you've got the Grimsbotn is number 19, which is here, and it's just underneath the ice up there, and those fissures, eruptions we were seeing before are stretching from it. And with these Jökulhlaup, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, eruptions that happen, as I was saying, that Grimsbotn actually has a subglacial lake associated with it, but also literally just up the side here, where the ice is coming here. If you follow where the cliff is here and the ice, and you went round there and so behind the cliff a bit, there's a lake there, and it gets dammed by the ice. And if that lake is released, if the dam gets melted, these are the two ways in which the water can flood down. And between here and our lunch stop, which is, I don't know, some sort of 10 miles of crossing these bridges, we're crossing this plain. The whole thing can just become flooded. And we actually are going to stop at a stop which I didn't put in the book. There's actually a pull-in where there's a little memorial to these floods and some twisted metal remains of a bridge that Barbara was telling me about. And I actually remember driving past it in the past thinking, oh, I should stop there, and I then forgot about stopping there again. So we're stopped there. That will be our next stop. But yeah, so this is, and the other thing to tell you about this site is this photograph here at the top of page 39, this big volcano, is actually under the cloud, just directly there, so we can't see it at the moment, unfortunately. But we're going to be parking over there near the base of the ice and doing our hike, and we're going to be in this area for the next sort of 2-3 hours. Coming around it, maybe the cloud will clear somewhat and we'll get to see it, but it's actually Iceland's highest mountain, and what it actually is, when we look at the rifts, if I come back in the handout, I said how you've got the west rift zone, and when we were at Vetlir, we were on that. When we were at the islands yesterday, West Windir Islands, it's on the east volcanic rift zone. Well, actually, there's another little rift here, which is coming through here, and it's not connected with the other rifts, but it's right by the hotspot. And as the plates are going that way, away from the hotspot, because magma's coming up under the hotspot, it's easier to sort of rift over the hotspot. So the rift is kind of jumping eastwards, even though the plates are going westwards. So at the Snæfellsnes rift, which we're going to be talking about on the last day, that was once a spreading rift, but it isn't anymore. Now the spreading rifts are here and here. This is likely to be the new one, and eventually at the Reykjanes Peninsula, where we started the tour and the current eruption is, that will be abandoned as a spreading zone. There'll probably still be volcanic eruptions there for some time, because there'll still be magma there, like there still is under Snæfellsnes, but it will no longer be the main spreading area, and as the new one is sort of beginning over there. So anyway, what we'll do now is we're going to cross the Sandur, and on the far side of the Sandur have another very quick stop just to learn a little bit more about the Jökulhlaups, and then we're going to come into Skaftafell, and there we're going to have 2 hours there, and we're going to have lunch and we're going to hike. Now, all the previous years when I've gone, the only place to eat has been yeah, it's good. Abby told me she'd been looking on the internet. I'm going to hand it over to Abby. There's been a little kiosk that served lobster soup or fish and chips. However, in the last 2 years since I've been here, it appears that
They've now built a new cafe, so it's viable to say.
Oh, it's plugging in, it's cutting in. Where do you want to do it? I have my sunglasses. I'm ready.
Okay.